It's college football time, so let's pick the biggest games versus the spread and make ridiculous football food. It's easy call. This is your enormous Week 12 slate of games. My God, it's all happening. This is the fried chicken sandwich from Son of a Gun in LA that will change your world forever. And today, we are at Quality Eats here in the West Village of Manhattan. These two things we're gonna get into, and they're gonna make your mind. But it is now time to get into the games. Number one, Ohio State 13-point favorites against Michigan State in Columbus. Slightly wounded Michigan State, or really a really wounded Michigan State with Connor Cook and his shoulder injury. I would like Sparty more if Connor Cook's shoulder was all right, or if they could run the ball at all, but that is not the case. I think Ohio State is gonna get up for a big game. JT Barrett more of a rhythmic place, and I think Ohio State is going to play up to this opponent rather than down to some previous ones. I think Ohio State and Zeke will have enormous days against Michigan State, but watch out for Shalik Calhoun and his ability to change the field with that defensive line. All that said, I'm going Ohio State 35-20. Feeling good about the Buckeyes. But want to talk about feeling good? We're going to talk about this nitroed espresso Manhattan special. So we've got rye whiskey, we've got a nitroed espresso, which is sort of like Guinness in the way that it's carbonated, some orange bitters, and this is a way to start a day because there's espresso in it. Come on. Oh, this is danger. Next game, Baylor on the road against Oklahoma State, enormous Big 12 matchup. And hey, let's just keep talking about injured quarterbacks because Jarrett Stidham, back injury, says he'll play in this game. And if he does, I actually like Baylor a lot here. Oklahoma State's been playing way too close and down to teams, even though they did beat TCU and look to be turning a corner. I think I'm gonna go Baylor here. The defense isn't great and beat up themselves, but offensively, I think Baylor is too talented, too good to lose two in a row. I don't know if they're in the playoff hunt, but they really take it to Oklahoma State here. They've just been coasting too long. 41-28 Bears. And now, speaking of Bears, I can think of a lot of Bears that would like what I'm about to do right here. So we've got basically, I'm gonna describe it as a bacon steak. I don't know how to better describe it. It's in a jalapeno jelly with a little bit of the jalapenos and apples on top. This is charred, you got some peanut butter in there. So it's basically a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, Mom, so it's healthy. What? Oh my God, really good. Really, really good. All right, game number 3, let's move out west. Oregon now 5-point favorites. Both Oregon and USC are ranked. It's a very emotional game for me. USC comes in really, really injured, but they have the best quarterback, at least in this game. As good as Vernon Adams has been playing, Cody Kessler does have a higher ceiling. But Juju Schuster-Smith being hurt, the offensive line's beat up, now the linebacking core is beat up for USC. I just don't know how they sustain a high level of play at Autzen for 4 quarters. And with Oregon's running game, I think they run all over USC. I think they get some sweet play action to Darren Carrington. I think Oregon's in a really nice place. I think they win between, maybe it's a 14, 17, 20-point game. I'm gonna say 45-27 Ducks. I think they comfortably win this game. But now, we're gonna get really comfortable because the fried chicken sandwich that we're all gonna learn how to make together from Son of a Gun in LA, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It is the best fried chicken sandwich in America. Feast your eyes.
My name's David, we're at Son of a Gun restaurant, and we're gonna knock out some killer fried chicken sandwiches for your tailgating experience.
And you're a Chargers fan and you're a Trojans fan.
I am.
Have you done fried chicken at a tailgate at a watch party?
I have. It's amazing how many friends you make when you bring fried chicken. We brine these chickens for about 24 hours overnight. It's got honey, it's got lemon, it's got thyme.
Oh, wow.
All that flavor infuses, makes the chicken a lot more moist.
Huge difference.
Puts a lot of flavor into the chicken. Our slaw is jalapenos, red onion, parsley, and cabbage. We make our own bread and butter pickles.
Interesting.
Another thing where we take, a simple product and just elevate it. We use the pickling liquid and make a vinaigrette out of it.
Because why not?
You use good products. Everything we get from the farmer's market. You put it all together. I mean, nothing I'm doing here is complicated.
It's the difference between playing a pickup game of football and playing at the Rose Bowl.
As long as you're a Trojan playing in the Rose Bowl,
I see.
And not a Bruin or a Duck.
Go Ducks. Sorry. No, we're gonna get back.
Over here on our griddle, I've got a butter wheel.
I've never heard of a butter wheel.
The other secret of the trade.
Yes.
And I'm like a little embarrassed to be giving this away, is the triple nip.
Oh my God, trip nip.
And then we've got a fried chicken. You know what? Anytime USC makes it to the Rose Bowl, this fat redheaded guy is going to be there carrying fried chickens.
Cheers, chef. Oh, what's civilized? You know the movie Limitless with the pill that like lets you bring out more of your brain and abilities? This is that. This is that.
If you ever want to eat another one of these,
Yeah.
I need some Trojan Alliance. I need the V for
can't do
victory.
that. When they are not playing the Ducks,
All right.
I am happy to see high quality Trojan football. How about that?
I'll take it.
Yes.
I'll take it.
That's not fair. That is not fair, but we should move on or else we're just going to spiral into a delicious pit. Game number 4, Oklahoma hosting TCU, and here's what you need to know about TCU. There's no line in this game, at least at the time of filming, because of Trevon Boykin's ankle injury, and also they're not particularly great on the road. And Oklahoma and Norman, tough place to play. Oklahoma, of course, coming off of their Baylor victory. Baker Mayfield is playing some excellent football, but the story for me about Oklahoma is how well that defense, especially up front, they're playing. And if Trevon Boykin, even if he plays, he's not scrambling. He's not gonna be able to step into his throws like he used to be able to. I think Eric Stryker and that Sooner defense swarms him a lot. But Oklahoma could be in a letdown spot here, but I think they're too well coached. I think they're too complete a team, and TCU's defense is not where it needs to be to carry this Horned Frog team that's injured on offense. I'm gonna go Oklahoma here by 10. Let's call it 34-24, 31-21, whatever the line is, I have Oklahoma by 10. So whether it's Oklahoma, whether it's TCU, that's the score. And yes, there is a continuity error because I have been eating bacon. And our final game before I devour all of this. Northwestern on the road at Wisconsin. The Badgers 10.5-point favorites, which is reasonable given how bad Northwestern's offense is and how good Northwestern's defense is and how good Wisconsin's defense is. So in a defensive struggle, I'm taking those points. I'm always going to take the points. I love the Northwestern Sky team. Caw, caw. Yeah, that's weird, and I'm going to do it anyway. I like Wisconsin's defense a whole lot. Joe Schobert is that good in the linebacking core. He erases offense, plain and simple, but don't like Joel Stave. I don't like Northwestern's quarterback situation, even as good as Justin Jackson is in that backfield. So I'm going to take the points. 10.5 is too many. I'm going to call it like 20-13, 17-13. I don't think a team gets above 3 touchdowns. That would shock me. Let's take the points there and just be happy with it. So there you have it, my picks this week: Ohio State, Oklahoma, Baylor, Oregon, and Northwestern. Thank you to Son of a Gun for bringing that fried chicken miracle into our lives. Thank you to Quality Eats here in the West Village for just everything you see in front of you and just being all around excellent. We'll see you next week.